I get what you're saying, but all I'm saying is if the NBA was a 24-minute game, the New York Knicks might be the best team in the NBA. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the bare minimum, and I'm your boy Bryant Marcos. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about what the heck happened against the Warriors on Tuesday night. Julius Randle finally being named an All-Star. And did anybody else get the feeling that MSG wanted you to cry during the game? But we got to start off with the New York Knicks failing yet again to reach that 500 mark after losing 114 to 106 against the Warriors. This is a bittersweet pill to swallow for a couple of reasons. The first being that we had fans back in the Garden for the first time in nearly a year, and it sucks that the Knicks couldn't win for them. The second being that it's official. Julius Randle was named an NBA All-Star. And you remember those fans that were on full blast? Well, they let him know their appreciation for the season that he's been having. The MVP chance and the first-time All-Star selection were well-deserved because Randle has been absolutely balling out for us this season. And he's definitely the biggest reason why the Knicks have so much success in the win column so far.
And I'm so proud of the son and the teammate that you are. Continue to grind and work hard, putting forth great effort for your team.
However, we got to go back to the fact that the New York Knicks failed again to reach the 500 mark. It's the second time in a week span that the Knicks have done so, and it's all happened because they keep blowing leads in the second half. After the win against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Tom Tibbs said, this team has to become a 48-minute team. And well, in this game, they didn't do that. So let's just go right into the highlights. The Knicks started off this game really slow, but luckily got behind the crowd to take the lead at half. Julius Randle had 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists in 35 minutes of play. So can somebody please explain to me why Taj Gibson was the player getting the ball in crunch time? Shout out to Taji Wu though. I see you out there making those free throws, big fella. Shout out to you. Now let's get back to the highlights. Steph Curry absolutely shredded us apart. Curry went off for 37 points, 6 boards, and 6 dimes. This man couldn't miss from behind the arc, especially when it mattered the most. He made 7 threes and shot 50% from downtown. But the biggest killer was his ability to attract the attention of our defense. So much so that we forgot about other players like Kelly Oubre, who had 19 points, including some dagger backdoor cuts. Everyone on the team has to step their game up. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Julius Randle has to be more of a leader in that fourth quarter for us. RJ Barrett has to stop dropping so many duds in the stretch of positive games. Emmanuel quickly has to adjust to the league adjusting to him. And somebody has to check out Nerlens Noel's hands. Because I swear, I have never seen somebody lose so many loose balls in my life. But I digress, Knicks Nation. So what's next? The Sacramento Kings come into town with their 8-game losing streak and record of 12-19. But don't let that fool you. This is a talented team. De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, was an all-star snub this year, and their rookie Tyrese Halliburton, well, he's earning the respect of his peers around the league as the season goes on. I know that the Kings ended up losing their last game against the Nets 127 to 118, but those two combined for 50 points and 17 assists. The Kings are quite the conundrum in the NBA. On one end, they're in the top half of the league when it comes to scoring and their field goal percentage. But on the other half, they give up 120 points a game, which is dead last in the NBA. They kind of remind me of the New York Knicks of late, a very strong first half team where the Kings end up ranking among the top 10 in scoring when it comes to that first half, and then falling in the second half. So what do we have to do to beat the Sacramento Kings and yet again get within one game of that 500 mark? Well, to start things off, the New York Knicks have to shoot well from behind the arc. If there's any team in the NBA you're going to do this against, it's the Sacramento Kings. The Kings have been allowing teams to score 40% from behind the arc this season alone. And the second, well, that's our matchup to watch. De'Aaron Fox versus Emmanuel Quickley. I mentioned that Fox went off in the last game and was deserving of a spot on the All-Star team, and here's why. He's averaging 22.5 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, and 7.1 assists, and is blossoming into the superstar that we all knew he could be. But we got a young stud ourselves. IQ's been quiet over the last 3 games, only averaging 5.6 points per game. But this could also be from his minutes being cut. The league has adjusted to his play style, but I think in this game, he'll reappear with a 16-plus point performance because the Kings are a lackluster defensive team. That's your bare minimum on the Knicks and the Kings. Knicks Nation, please comment down below. Are you hitting that panic button just yet? Do we need that second superstar? And if you think we do, who are we trading for him? Also, we're on our journey to 100 subscribers on the channel, so please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm your boy Bryant Marcos. I'll catch you guys on the next one.